Hey artists, we're going to paint using many different colors and lots of different lines today. Follow along with me to make your own amazing little paintbrush. All right, we've got our white paper, and the first thing we're going to do is take a pencil and write our name on the back. Now we're going to grab our paintbrush. And these paints are dry, so we need to wake them up with some water. So we'll kind of go back and forth. We're not smashing the brush. We're using gentle touch to work the water onto the paint. And then we can just start putting some different splashes of color onto our paper. Then I'm going to wash my brush nice and clean and add some water to my next color. And we're going to fill our whole white paper up with lots of beautiful colors. So we can just put some different colors all over our page. And we want to fill this whole paper. I might get some orange. I don't want to put the colors on top of each other because they'll start to get muddy and look brown. So I'm going to wash my brush. I'm going to get some red paint. And I'm going to just fill in the space that I have here. And it's okay if they touch. I just don't want to take my brush and mix too much because then the colors will get over mixed. And I see some white space still on my paper, so I want to make sure I get that all filled in. I'm going to get some green paint. I could put some green paint in this space here. And maybe this space here. This is looking so beautiful. Just adding different colors onto my paper to fill up the space. Let me get some blue. All right, I filled up all up. I missed a spot. I've got one more spot that could use some color. All right, I have filled up all of my white space with color. I'm going to take this and go put it over on the drying rack. Okay, while that is drying, I'm going to get some of the different pieces to make my Mr. Paintbrush. I have a black rectangle, a gray rectangle, 2 white circles, and a brown T-shape. I'm going to take my glue stick, and at the top of my gray, I'm going to draw a line back and forth like this. And you can see I've got the glue on the paper. And now I'm going to take this and put it on top of that little piece. So I glued this onto this piece, just like that. Now I'm going to put some glue on the top of the T shape. And I'm going to glue that on for the handle of my paintbrush. And now I'm getting a really nice little paintbrush. My next step is we're going to practice drawing some different kinds of lines with our white crayon. So with with my white crayon. I might try some straight lines. I might try a zigzag line. We could try a bumpy line. I could try a curly line. I could try a dash line. Some X's in a line. That makes for a cool line. I could even make a polka dot line. And once you have filled your paintbrush up with lots of cool lines, then you are ready to glue on Mr. Paintbrush's eyes. I'm going to take the glue and put the glue around the circle. We'll put one eye here. And one eye here. Perfect. Then we can take a black crayon and we can draw the circles in his eye. I see his little face. Now we can give him a little smiley face. Oh my gosh, look at that handsome little paintbrush. Now we're going to make it look like he has touched some paint and he's been dipped in color. So we're going to choose a color we like. I think I'm going to choose the yellow, but you can choose any color you like. Now, there is a long side and a shorter side. We are not going to cut the shorter side. We're going to cut the longer side. To make it look like the paint is dripping, we're going to do a wavy line. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to go down and we're going to curve and we're going to go this way. So we're just trying to make like a bumpy line with our scissors. And now look at that. It looks like there's a little drip of yellow paint going down his bristles for his brush. So we're going to take our piece of paper and add the glue stick. And now we have our beautiful brush dipped in paint. Now we're going to get him ready for the background. Now that my background is all dry, I'm going to take a really big black crayon and I'm going to again practice all of those different kind of lines we can make. We could make some straight lines on our page. I could make short straight lines or tall straight lines. We could make some bumpy lines. I could make some zigzag lines. What other kinds of lines could we make? We could do a dash line. That's where there's a space in between. We could do a swirly line. That one's fun. You could have lines go on top of other lines. We could do a square line. We're going to make little squares. We could make a chain line. We're going to go circle, dash, circle, dash. We could do some radial lines. Look how cool our colorful paper is starting to look. We could make some waves. I could do some polka dot lines. And some other polka dot lines. some curly lines. I'm just going to decorate all over my page with different lines. This paper is starting to look really neat. Lines going this way, lines going this way. I could try a lightning line. This one is called mouse ears. All right. I'm just looking for anywhere else that I could add some of my fun lines. And I think that paper is looking amazing. I have lines all over my page. Now we're going to take our wonderful paintbrush and we're going to show him right in front of his beautiful artwork. So we're going to put the glue stick all the way around the edge and a little drop through the middle, and make sure you get some glue on the handle. And you can choose if you want him sitting straight up and down, or to the left or to the right, however you want him. I'm going to put him at an angle right here. And look at Mr. Brush and all of his beautiful lines and colors and paint. I cannot wait to see the little paintbrush that you create.